When you are young and successful, I'm here to tell you that people don't like it. Okay? I've always been successful from a very young age, or when you just grow up very intelligent, when you grow up, more intelligent than other people, especially as a woman, it can be hard. It can be hard. I know maybe some of you are watching and you're like, oh, well, you say you're full of shit. Like, you think you're so smart, you think you're so this, whatever, whatever. I don't really care. I don't really care. And you think maybe how it's so hard. Well, if you're an intelligent individual, I'm sure you understand because not everyone is going to be as intelligent as you. And that is where the loneliness comes in. And I don't hear a lot of people admitting this, but when you grow up as a more intelligent individual, you you feel a sense of like an intense loneliness that you've probably, like, a lot of people have never experienced, especially from a young age. Especially if you have like ADHD or autism. I have ADHD. um you just have this feeling, like the sense of just non-belonging, and you kind of grow up with this sense of like you were never good enough when the problem was never about you. And it was, I don't want to be like sit here and say, it's everyone else's problem, but it kind of is. A lot of the time people cannot handle when you do better for yourself or when you're more intelligent than them. And I've experienced this my whole life because I've always been different. Always was relentlessly bullied throughout my entire life, for many different reasons. When I wasn't doing better for myself, when I was just me, when I was just a kid, I was always still very intelligent. People got threatened, little, people around me. And I would get picked on for anything. As I grew, I developed binge eating disorder. I became very overweight. And I got bullied for that, which obviously, that's not getting bullied or talked about for doing better than someone. Actually, the opposite. Well, I actually lost a lot of weight. I lost about 70 to 75 pounds to the point where a lot of people didn't recognize me. The people that did, very jealous individuals. Growing up, like towards like my early, like early teen years to like late tween, I learned a lot about personal finance, due to like family reasons and such. I learned a lot about different topics that a lot of individuals my age don't have a lot of knowledge on, and that also intimidates a lot of people because I'm very financially intelligent, or just smart when it comes to money. I have a plan for my money. I've always made when I started making money when I was 12 years old. I was never the one to be broke. I refused to be broke because I grew up impoverished, or borderline impoverished. So I was never gonna be that person that didn't have money. And growing up, or growing through my teen years, always being the one financially smart, always being the one making money, making way more money than anyone around me. I'm still also like in my late teens, and just people get jealous. People get very, very, very jealous is my moral of the story here. And I'm here to tell you that it is not your fault. It is not your fault if people treat you differently because you do better for yourself, because it is all them. It is not you. Um, I don't even, that's really their all it is. That's really, that's all there is to it, really. I know it sounds, again, like I'm full of myself, and, of course, sometimes you could be the problem, but when it, I'm almost running out of words here, but a lot of people become threatened when you do better for yourself. And I've had so many friends throughout my years, and they just come and go. Because when they see you and when they see that you do better for yourself, or that you're more intelligent, or that you make more money than them, or you put more effort into your schoolwork than them, or you have better grades than them, or you have larger goals than them, and you have bigger dreams, and you actually don't hold yourself back, and you let yourself dream big, or just anything good that you do for yourself. You know, if you go to the gym, if you have a nice physique, if you lost a lot of weight, if you just are healthy, prioritize your health in a non-eating disorder way. People envy you, and people can't help what they feel, and just can't help how it comes out. And I've been talked about. I've had rumors made up about me. I've had people talk about me behind my back for no apparent reason. When I would attend school, people would talk about me every day. I got multiple looks every day I would attend school. School's always been a hard place for me, because even if I know that, none of these things that people are saying about me are true, it's still hard to go to a place that is just so full of hate, and people just are staring at you, and talking about you when you've done nothing wrong, and you've done nothing to hurt them. So I guess I'm really just trying to say that, again, it's not your fault if you feel this way. If you grew up intelligent, if you grew up different. Being intelligent does make you different, because not everyone is highly intelligent, and it can make also making friends like very, very hard, because not everyone is like you, and a lot of people, even if they're not threatened by you, they just can't meet you on your level, which can kind of also make you feel very misunderstood, which I feel also sounds like a cliche, but it's hard to grow up. That's why I say it's a type of loneliness that you can't really describe, and you only know how it feels if you've been through it, because no one truly gets you. No one around you truly gets you, because no one has a brain like yours, and no one around you has the same goals. No one around you has the same drive. No one around you has the same desire for change. No one around you is different like you. So, and then also, when you do better, not a lot of people want to be around you. So not only do not really no one around you understands you, a lot of them don't even want to be around you. It almost kind of makes you feel like a creature. And I'm kind of just making this to say that if you feel this way, if you are also an intelligent individual, I get it. And there's really nothing to do, or at least nothing that I've, figured out to do. There's really nothing you can do, but you have to know and remind yourself that it's not your fault. And you have to know that there is someone, there is a friend that will come along that will truly get you. There is a partner, if that's what you wish for, that will truly come along, that will understand you. Because there's 8 billion people on this earth. Just because your best friend is not in your hometown does not mean they won't be anywhere else in the world, which you'll happen to meet them soon, at some point. Just know it's not your fault. Just keep in mind that you will find your people, and you will find your tribe. It's gonna take a long time, it's gonna be hard, and you're not gonna fit in with most people around you. Any party you go to, if you get invited to those, I don't, so I'm just assuming you do. any party you go to, any gathering, any, you know, group event, anything that requires you to be around people that you're not that familiar with, you're most likely not going to fit in. And you have to like accept that, and you have to know that that's how it's always going to be. There's nothing to change because there's nothing wrong with you, and there's nothing to change because how you are, what makes you who you are is what makes you so beautiful and makes you so desirable to the people that are out there looking for you too. So yeah, I think that's all I have. Bye.